Today we're going to make a Calvary scene with our oil pastels. So let's get started. All right, so you have a sheet like this. Take your pencil. It helps if you have one with lead in it. There we go. All right, so take your pencil and come in just a little bit, maybe about 1/2 inch, and just kind of draw you a border. This way you have room to frame your artwork if you want to, and it won't cover up any of your picture. And then while you have your pencil, go ahead right here in this white part right here and just write your name. Okay. All right. Now we're gonna take our brown or whatever color you want your mountains to be. You're gonna need more than one tone, which means you're gonna use a dark shade, maybe a medium shade, and a lighter shade, all in the same color family, right? And we're gonna start with our lighter shade because the closer to the top we want, which is where the sun will be, we want it to be lighter. So I'm gonna take my lightest value and I'm going to do one little arch, kind of like half a rainbow, right? From my pencil drawing to my pencil drawing. I'm gonna do one, and then my middle one, I'm gonna do a little bit taller. So I'm gonna take it up and down, and then this one over here, I'm gonna do closer to this size. Okay? So I've got my 3 mountains. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take that same color and I'm gonna start filling in. Now, feel free to move your paper if you need to. Oil pastels are kind of like crayons in that they're waxy, but they're a little different. I like to call them super crayons. Because one thing you want to do is really push down with them. That's how you get good coverage, okay? Notice I'm not coloring in my entire mound. I'm keeping my lighter shade just kind of at the top. Can you see that? Where my light will be, okay? Staying within my gray box. Now I'm gonna take my medium value and I am gonna kind of fill in some of those spots because what happens with oil pastels is they blend together. Okay, so color it real good. Uh-oh, mine broke. Totally fine. That's kind of what happens with these pastels. Okay, and this color I'm gonna take all the way down. And notice how where I'm coloring over my lighter value with this, it's almost like it's making a new color. That's what you want. All right, so take a second and color all of your mounds just like this. Color them all the way in. Then as you are coloring your third value, your darkest value, you want to pull that down to the bottom, okay? You want it to be darkest at the bottom, lightest at the top. So take a second and color in your mountains. All right, now that your mountains are colored in, let's take a look at our sky. Choose a very, very pale color, and we're just gonna use this to kind of do our outline. So decide where you want your light source to be, which would be the sun, and give yourself a nice circle. I like to offset mine from the center just a little bit. So right here behind this mountain is gonna be my light source. And then I'm gonna come underneath my light source and I'm going to draw one little wave up, 2 little waves up, and I'm gonna bring my finger over to this side so that it's balanced in the same spot. And I'm gonna do 1 little wave up, 2 little waves up. Okay, so these are gonna be our reds in the background. And then we have our light source. And so I'm gonna come right across here and 1 wave just across. these are just guides. It does not have to be perfect, so don't get too wrapped up in that. Now choose the color that you want your mountains in the distance to be. I'm going to go with kind of like an orangey red, a nice bold color. And I'm going to start on the hill that's already there. Oops, wait, I totally forgot. One thing I want to do before I do that is I want to take my yellow, a nice bold yellow, and I'm going to outline. So it looks like my sun is just cresting over those mountains. I'm not taking it all the way to the edge. You see right there, I didn't take it all the way to the edge. I'm trying to keep my light glow right here. All right, now I'm gonna take my red. We'll start at that yellow, and if it overlaps, that is a good thing. I'm gonna color up and down, up and down. It's okay if it doesn't go over the line, and it's okay if it does go over the line, okay? This is just kind of filling in that color, and I'm gonna do that here in this bottom section, and then I'm gonna do it here in this little squiggly section, okay? Oops. That's what happens when you push really hard, and that is okay. That's just part of working with oil pastels, okay? All right, so now what we did here, let's do it over here. Okay, so now you have your 2 layers of reddish orange in the background. Take you another bold color in that same red family. I'm using this red pink color, and I'm just going back over those lines, kind of filling in where there's still a little bit of white. Okay, this is not gonna be super bold, but what it's gonna do is give you some really cool color definition there. Okay, do the same thing on both sides, and you just use your white gaps to guide you. Okay, it doesn't have to exactly follow the yellow line that you, or the light colored line that you did the first time. Okay, and that kind of gives us that boundary. All right, now let's look at our sky. You can do whatever colors you like in the sunset scheme. I'm going to start with a pale yellow, and I'm going to come and I'm going, this is important, make sure you go horizontal across your page, and you'll notice that I am not coloring in every itty bitty section. I'm just kind of going across, okay? And that is because with oil pastels, we want to use more than one color. So I used like a pale yellow there. I think I'm gonna try this peachy color. Let's see what that does. I'm gonna come in. Ooh, that looks nice. That kind of makes it look like there's clouds in there. I like that. Okay, yeah, I like that. So now I'm gonna take I'm gonna move up from my yellow. I think I'm gonna try purple, and I'm gonna come in under that very top line, and I'm just gonna pull in some purple, and again, I'm going horizontal, and I'm leaving room to add in, to blend in another shade. So there's my purple. Let me take, oh, I bet a pink would look really good. So I'm gonna take some pink, and I'm gonna come in. Oh yeah, that's nice. So that kind of looks, see how it's picking up the colors and they're blending together. Okay, and then I'm gonna finish off my really top piece right here with this same pale yellow that I did my light source with. Just a nice little finish off. And because I really liked the way the peach looked, I'm gonna blend in some peach. Okay, and there is our sky. Okay, so now what we need to do, once this is all finished, oops, take your white and go over your light source. Blend that in, okay? Pick up some of that yellow, let it blend in. Okay, now we're ready. Now you can have your black, okay? Black is our shadow look. So our light is behind us, and we're gonna put the cross in front. And right here, or really wherever you want to, but right here on the top of mine is where I'm gonna do straight line, pushing really hard. And you can make your cross as big or as small as you want. But one vertical line and one horizontal line. And we need 3 crosses because Calvary had 3 crosses. So we're going to do that one. I'm going to do one over here. And then I'm going to put one right here. Okay. All right, so there's my crosses. Now, you know, if you're standing here and the light is here, you have like a shadow effect. So let's come down. Let's see, my light source is here, so my shadow needs to come this way. So I'm going to come down and just kind of sketch in that cross. See kind of what I'm doing? It's not a real defined look. It's just a little bit. All right. And there you have your Calvary. Thanks, guys.